Hey, buddy, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Thanks for stopping by. Tying up some streamers. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Kraft, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Just tying up some streamers here. Using up this not so good Zonker strips that I got here. Figured out a way to use it so way they look good. Thanks everybody for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Been a while since I've been on. Had internet issues and stuff, but I think I got it fixed. I saw Brian tie this up the other day. It's kind of a wacky streamer. He just pulled it out of his hat and I really liked it, so I've been kind of working on him. Like I said, it's kind of a way for me to use this zonker in a way that it'll work because it's really thin. Some locking wraps. Let that kind of cure up. Make sure it's nice and straight. Yep. Oh, his simulator? Did I show you? This is my variant of his simulator. Got kind of close. Here's the bottom view. There we go. There we go. I tied that up on a one-aught. This is number two. Kind of making it a little smaller. Use smaller dumbbell eyes. Put a nice little thread brace. Just bring it back to the bend there. And then I'm going to tie in some streamer fibers, like EP fibers, that's got some flash in it already, for the kind of support the tail of the Zonker strip. A little bit more. Spot right. Kind of stack them a little bit. About the hook shank there. And what I'll do is I'll tie it in on the top. So I can get a little bit of body on that hook. Kind of bring it up a little bit more and then fold it back. Tie that in. Like so. So a little bit. And I'll take my legs, and he used just the regular legs. I'm gonna use regular legs and some daddy long legs. Give it a little bit more action. I'm not worried about this nub here because I'm gonna wrap it with the rabbit fur or zonker strip, excuse me. Take a little bit of this stuff. Up there. I'll tie it in right up on the top because it's gonna hang down anyway, but when it swims, it'll kind of go more towards the top. So, hi, honey.
I'm leaving the car here. She's taking me to.
Okay, love you. Bye.
You tell that sad.
Sorry, kids. All right, here's that, and then I'll put a couple of black legs, a little bit bigger. I'm in the same way. Of course, I'm gonna start up here so I can get a nice, get him in there real good on the side. Really appreciate you guys stopping in, man. Made my whole day. Fix this in the back. And now comes the fun part. Yeah, as you can see, they're okay, but they're just not the best. But I'm still gonna use them. It's the bad thing about living in Hawaii. It's hard to get good materials here. That's gonna change pretty soon once I move to Alabama. I'm gonna tie in the Zunker strip. Tab here. And bring this thread all the way back up. And of course, put a little whip finish on there so I can use my rotary. And that little step down, I like it because I'm able to kind of build this up a little bit because it's so thin. Good enough. Brush there and kind of brush that a little bit. Getting there. So now we're going to put a strip right along the back or the tail, whatever you want to call it, I guess. And I always like to put a little bit of a cut the tail, especially at the end at a V, because that just, you're taking down, it just gives it more wiggle action. Some people leave it. I don't know, it looks better like this and it works really good. Kind of gives it that whip action. Kind of like so. And then I know it's cut a little bit long. Other people do it different ways, but I like to measure. I learned this from Brian. Right where I want it to go at the bottom of the hook, and I'm going to put this leather through the hook. And it helps it, keeps it from fouling. Well, it doesn't 100% keep it from fouling, but it helps. So about right there is where I want it. And that's where I want this thing to go. So what I do is I'll kind of hold it right there at the hook. And that's where I want to pierce it. Right about there. We'll come in on the hook. Push it through. Take it out of the vise. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Oh, right through the leather. I don't know if you can see that. Put it right through there like that. Put it back in the vise. And then from here, I'll measure off where it's gonna kind of end up at. Cut that off. So, take out those ends. Don't worry about that tab because I'm going to cover it up with the fibers. So far, so good. And now the final touch is to kind of put a head on it. Like so. The thread base there. And put some head cement. Make sure it all gets locked in good. I'm not worried about this big stripe because it's all going to get covered with the head part. Right, while that's drying, I'll get my fibers out here. I'm gonna take these and cut them into thirds, like so. Thread up. And I'm gonna, tie this in kind of like hollow style. So Two nice tight wraps on the top. Too much. Try that again. There we go. And then the bottom, put a little hot spot. So this one I'm gonna cut in half. Oh, stack it a little bit. There we go. That thread as far back as I can, which makes this a lot easier to do. Because you want to create a dam at the eye hook, the eye of the hook. You don't want to go over the fibers because it'll look funky. So as you can see, I'm holding it back and I'm pushing my thread this way. And I'll come back down, make a couple wraps, and come back up again. That way you kind of prevent the avalanche from happening. Got it now building up. Okay, taper it back. Come back up again. Back down. Come back up again. Oh, if you're wondering why this thread is looking so beautiful, because it's the Flysmith thread. If you guys don't have it, you should try it. It's really good stuff. All right, come in, put a little bit of varnish on there, do a whip finish, and then trim it up, and it's done pretty much.
Oh, Vera.
Another thing you can do is grab your lighter and kind of do like so. I'm not really worried about it because this is a personal. So as long as I can get my line through there, I'm good. All right. UTC, yeah, UTCs are good. I know UTC is a good thread also. I've used it before. I went from buying cheap Chinese thread to Danville, then to Semperfly, and then Brian started carrying his own thread, and I tried it out, and I'm just like, oh, I love this stuff. It's really good. It's got, real vibrant colors. I mean, and it's the way how UTC can get nice and flat, and, the twisting and all that stuff. Brian's is just as good. It always lays out flat. I don't, have to twist it to get it to go flat. Most of the time, it just automatically does. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Not a bad looking fly. Here we go. So that um, streamer fiber that I tie in the back for the tail is also a support. So this doesn't hang down like this. Kind of holds it up. Voila. Here we go. I'll put that with his little brothers over here. Thanks, Maddie. Appreciate it. And it's all puffy right now, but once it gets wet, this thing's definitely gonna fish. I'm gonna do some damage. And like I said, that Zonker strip is just horrible, so good way to use it. Got so much light out here out on the porch. I don't know. Did you see my 6/0 squid, Maddie? Got the tentacles down here. This is like I could have just left it without this and just the top with the different colors, but I made this to kind of like, the little fins that are on the squid that kind of flutter when they swim. That's what I put this on there, and it glows. There we go. Uh, yeah, this is on a 6/0, 6/0 hook. Catch some trevally with this, hopefully. I know a lot of people are live right now, so probably not the best time to get a bunch of people, but that's okay. Got to get some watch hours, get some live time in there. I haven't been tying live because my internet. So, and now I got a new router, so it seems to be working good. You can run my playlist. I don't know what that means, but by all means, go for it. I have no technological smarts at all, unfortunately. Put all your streams into a public playlist. I can play them for building your watch hours. Okay, got it. Okay. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Cool. That's awesome. Thank you, Maddie. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how this whole YouTube thing works out. I have two accounts. I can run it on all of them, then replay again. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. That's cool. So, okay. I'll bring these black legs. Oh, that's cool. That would be totally awesome. Talk about watch hours going up. What are you doing? There we go. So up a little bit, like so. Hmm. Bring it over. Legs. All right, some more of this beautiful Zonker. Hey, what's up, Yoshi? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. Head off to the side. Bust out Mr. Rotary. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Yoshi. Appreciate it. It's been a while. I was saying earlier I had some issues with internet, so but I had to go get a new router. Snip that loose. Cinch it all down. Some head cement in there. Right. Take my Zonker strip. Once again, cut a little V on the end. It gives it some action. Little whipness. Little whipness in the tail, as they say. Like so. And yeah, it's all twisted and all out of shape and all that. But once it gets wet, it'll be okay. Positive. Just fine. All right. So once again, pull this down a little bit. Measure where you want your tail to stop at. About right there. And then I'll find out where the hook is in here. Kind of hold it with my finger. And that way I know where to poke it. So, take it out of the vise, pull it through. Like so, put it down on the hook shank. Yep, I like that. Put your hook shank back in the vise. Well, I should say put the hook in the vise. I'll measure right to the head here. I'm going to cut it. So, pull out them fibers. So you have a nice little tab to cinch down on. Like that. Cinch it down. So. It's cement. I will get the streamer fibers for the head. I'm using like a copper and brown streamer fiber. Closest color I had to this stuff. Whoa. Bring my thread forward. I have a love-hate relationship with streamer fiber. It's really good in so many ways, and it's really a pain in the butt in so many ways. I have to put some more on the top, I think. Yeah, definitely. Definitely gonna need a little more up here. Just a little more up here. The streamer fibers are really good, but they're very slippery. What I like about them is, look at that bulk, but you can cinch down on them, and I mean, yeah, they're nice that way. Through, and once again, dam. We're creating a dam, a thread dam. So come back to the front, back to the back, back to the front. Trying to keep from having the avalanche, the dreaded avalanche. You tie flies, you know what that is. Back forward. All right. Good finish. So some head cement on there. Oh, that didn't work out. Hate when that happens. Try them again. Got you that time though. And of course, this is the other thing I hate about streamer fibers. They just get all over the place. Yeah. You get back here. There we go. Some head cement on that. And I'll trim it up. All right, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping in, Maddie. If you guys don't know Maddie, like and subscribe to him, man. Great channel. He ties some awesome flies. I'll keep in touch with you, buddy. I'll put that stuff like you said and change it over. Appreciate you. Is that a bird? It's supposed to. It's a streamer. It's a bunny streamer, bunny tail streamer. There we go. And then, of course, once you wet it, it's gonna be like amazing, like so. Push it out a little bit. Ba-da-da-da-dum-bum. Yep, there we go. Falala boomsie. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, I've seen those. I've actually seen videos of bass eating birds. Pretty trippy. It's an ugly fly, but I bet you it'll catch fish. Let me tell you. Brian tied this one night on his live stream. He just put a bunch of stuff together and did it. And I was like, ooh, that says David all over it. Because you guys know me. I like my flashy, shiny, ugly stuff. So, yeah, it'll catch fish. Here, I'll show you another one that I made different color. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Get the word out. I'm back. I'm gonna try to go live every single day. Um, yeah. So take care. God bless. Ahui ho, malama pono.